Alright guys, other tip, it's a Shankly impact socket set, 9-piece set. I'll put a link in the description below where you can actually buy it. This one is metric, which is hard to come by. These are very solid. You have in this set 29mm, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 38mm. Got it. And as you can see, it is a 3/4 inch drive. So for heavy tools, perfect. Container, as you guys can see, has them all in there. Easy plastic. The problem with it is these sliding handles, they got lost. So make sure you have something else so it doesn't fall apart on you. But it works very well, and because it has a big impact, I can put it now onto real big parts and actually get these nuts off and actually get this whole disassembled. So very good tools. So whenever you look for something heavy in big sizes, go the size up so that you can actually break the nut loose instead of breaking your breaker bar because that pin is just too small. I decided to let it run. So what I have is a breaker bar, a 2-foot. I got it at Tractor Supply and works very well. Some odd reason that Phillips screw was loose, but anyhow, so you can use that even with a crane to pull something loose if you're working in heavy industry. Tractor Supply had this breaker bar on for sale. I believe it was like $10, and as you can see, it's pretty solid. So it's a little bigger in diameter than 3/4 here on the end piece, so I would say this is 1 inch, and then goes down to something around 3/4, and there's your 3/4 socket. So push it in, works like a charm, and now you can actually break something loose without breaking anything because you have enough torque. So see that I get this shooting out a little bit. I just dropped right. Because as far as I remember, you have to loosen that up to get it out. Let me try something else first. Let's back the car up a little bit more. Let's see if we can get this out. I'll make a separate video about the broken stud, how to replace it quickly and easily. Will come up in the next couple of days. So, very tight on. Yeah, it doesn't want to turn. Again, I need my other hammer. So like Eric the car guy did a video about it, and it works like a charm. You put the ball end of your hammer against the screw and use another one to actually hammer it. it will loosen up the rusted threads. And then voila, you get your screw out with ease. So, quick tip on the side. I have to give credit to Eric, the car guy. He did it in a video himself. Ran into the same situation and it worked like a charm. So there you go. Off comes your disc brake. So now the whole thing, what I have to do here is actually to press out the bearing of this knuckle, because that one is short. I have the bearing sound. The way you can figure out if your bearing is short is when you drive and you hear. Alright, there was my camera dying badly. Somehow jack is starting to leak oil. So didn't close it all the way. Alright, so got that off. Now I have to see that I get this chipped out. So I can get this nut out. And then I can take, this one is already loose. And this one already removed. So that's all good. This is holding in temporarily right now. I'm getting there. There you go. There you go. Off it comes. Very solid. 19mm works here. Works there. So again, up here is 17, 17. Outer tie rod link is 19mm. Below is 19mm as well for the lower ball joint. Got that out. Got that out. Both have nylon washers inside. Now you can tap this on the side so it comes out. Or sometimes you can tap on the top if it is flat already. Okay, this one is out. This one has to be replaced because that boot is completely ripped and shredded. I'm gonna order those and replace it, but for a day or so this will hold in place for this unit, and good as. Now comes the down part, and what you need there is leverage to get this out. So I'm looking right now how I'm going to do this best to knock it loose. So the way you can do it is you use a breaker bar like so. You hit it on the outer side. No idea what that was. That was maybe an ant. Alright, I'm going to use some jack and force. force it correctly apart. You can use the second jack. You put it in it like this. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it. Guess that doesn't work because this jack is out of fluids. Easy fix, I hope. Yep, just have to add a little bit hydraulic fluid. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, sorry. Problem was the other jack didn't have enough oil in, so I had to refill it. So now the way it's set up, let me guys take you around. It's here with the jack. Underneath the knuckle, pushing pressure for this whole thing to go up, and the section down here, oops, hold on, and the section down here to go down, and this whole part to go up, because the ball joint is down there. So let me guys set you back up here onto the tray so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to hit it so it loosens up. Not wanting to come out. I cannot press underneath there, so can I hit it better? The other side. Set up the pressure on it higher. See if we can get it. this one rolls backwards. Need something in between. Socket maybe? Pop right out, right there. Nope. How about with this tool? Need to get my enough tension on it. Doesn't do anything. There you go. Now it came out. Good. Sometimes you can't just push it back. So let's see if we get all this out. This is in perfect condition. Yeah, there's the broken stud, and it's already jumped backwards a little bit. So I have to take it apart again. Problem with this, looking at it, I'm not so sure if that is the right part, which I got shipped. So this is the part they shipped to me. B35, and it does not fit at all. So this is the part, and this is the replacement part they shipped. It's not the right part. So most likely I have to redo this whole job once I get the right part. So how do you gonna do? This seems to be pressed in from the front. Hold on. Yeah, not the right part, that's for sure. But I hear it's very, very loose. Alright, not a super big deal. This part is broke. Upper link. barely anything left in it. So that link is destroyed. And I think once I put some pressure on it, it'll fit right back there where it belongs. But yeah, this link is, these links are destroyed. This part is destroyed. The inner is fine. It's the outer which is bad. The outer, this one, this part is not the right part. So I'm going to see if I can exchange it, return it. Or whatnot. But let me get the camera. Definitely a part. From Korea. An SKF. Maybe it's the right one. Maybe I just have to press it out. Because it's press fitted in, it should come also out. So let me see if I take the heat sink off. Can I access? So I can access that.
What? You can what is that?
I'm on video, you dummy.
Oh. Hi guys.
Wait, I have to cut that all out. I have to see if this is not correct, because this is press fitted in the center. So if I press this out with, let's say, 32 mil socket, too small. So I have to use something bigger. Hold on, guys. Alright. Okay, guys. So you guys see a little bit of my setup. I already got a little bit pressed. So I have to stack it up higher. There we go. There goes this. And there goes that. Hopefully nothing is riding on top of each other. So what I'm using here is in the center, to knock the center part out, a 24mm impact socket. There you go. Alright guys, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I got the ring out. So now the whole thing should be pressed out relatively easy. So it's something giving already. There you go. Pressed out. Old bearing, new one. Let's check the new one out now. Alright. So there's the new one. There's the old one. Looking pretty good. A little bit different design. Hope you guys can see it. But the rest is the same. So now this one has to be press fitted, and the way you guys press fit it is relatively easy. Pretty much everything in reverse, except this time you have to find something which is smaller to fit on this side, and I have the perfect fitting. There we go. And now you don't want to press the inside in. So what we're going to do there is we're going to use this, and we'll use a plate of steel in between. So this way everything sits level, and it's going to be pressed in just right. Just line it up. And it presses in like butter. Now I hit button for this place, and I'm pulling everything back. So it's pressed in flush, but we still have to recess it so that we get this snap ring back in before then the hub gets pressed back in. So what you can do is you use your old existing one and use that as a spacer. Press it in the last way. Okay. Pressed in. So now we got this in, and we can remove this. As you can see, it's now recessed correctly. And since you already still have an old bearing, don't toss it away. You can use it for other jobs. So, nice spare piece. So let me guys take you around. So there you can see it's now correctly recessed, so we can put the snap ring back in. Once the snap ring is back in, and I have that ring removed, then we can press fit this back in and are ready to reinstall. Be right back. Alright guys, so I had to play a little bit around, but I got it to the point that I have over a 1/4 inch plate space. So now what I can do is to actually stack up some wood left and right, 2 pieces of wood and 1/4 inch steel plate on both sides. Hang this in between. And raise it up. There you go. Plate there, and I have a middle socket again, the 24mm, which fits right on, and I can press out okay, should be there you go, shut out, all good. All good. And clean right out. There's a piece which got pressed off. Alright, so now all we have to do is press it back on, and we have to make sure things are level. Wood can go, no longer needed. Piece of steel can go. Wood piece can go. Wood piece can go. Steel piece stays. Wood can go. Alright, now everything gets pressed in. We have to make sure it stays on the bearing. So this socket is doing the job. Let's see, going all the way back up. Alrighty, now we line everything up. In. And we have finished the press-in process. And there's your brand new pressed in part. Done deal. Now we're going to reassemble the car.